Hi, I'm Don, and I'm going to show you how to add and edit automation in a DAW. The reason that you'll want to know this is because automation is a way to change settings of things in your sound over time. An example of that might be if you want to make something quieter or louder as the music is playing. But automation can also be used to control settings on various other things, such as synthesizer settings, your panning, uh, if you have a guitar amp, different settings in your guitar amp, just all types of settings in your DAW. So I am using a program called Sonar Producer, and the methods that I'm going to show you are going to be the same in every DAW, but the buttons and so forth may not be located exactly the same places, but overall all the functions should be there. So to start with, I have a track or a project here that has 3 tracks in it. It has 2 drum tracks, a drum track and 2 guitar tracks. And if I play it to start with, you can hear that the volumes are all at the same level. And to me that sounds a little muddy, that they're all at the same volume and they all come in at exactly the same time. So what I want to do is I want to use automation so that I can have the drums come in later and the guitar 1 come in later. Guitar 2 is kind of a synthy sound, and I want that one to start first with the other ones fading in. So the way I'm going to do that is to use automation. And I'll start with guitar 2, and I want just a little bit of fade in on that one. So if I enable the automation lane here using this button, you can see it shows an automation line, and the initial volume is the same as the volume that's set in the fader. So I'm going to just solo this track so that we can hear it by itself, just so you can see what it sounds like. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little bit of fade in on the automation line, and I'm going to use a tool here that lets me insert nodes, and these are little control points on this line that I can then adjust. So in this case, I'm going to add one bar of fade in. So you can see up here at the top going into the first bar, and then I'm going to adjust this node down to 0. So that means at this starting point it's going to be silent, and then it's going to fade in. So let's listen to that. So you can hear it kind of gradually faded in there. Now another way you can add automation is you can record it using the faders. And the way you do that is you set, just like you're going to record audio, you set the automation to record. And then when I hit the record button, I can use the fader down here to adjust the automation line. So let's try that. As you can see, as I move this fader up and down, it's also altering the automation line. Now over here you can see I have the write mode for automation was set to touch. If I set it to latch, it's gonna handle this a little bit differently. In touch mode, it only changes the line where I actually touch the fader. But in latch mode, when I let go of the fader, it's just going to keep wherever I last set the fader. It's going to overwrite everything at that point. So let's take a look now that I've changed it to there, and I'll record over this so you can see what that looks like. I'm going to grab the fader here and start moving it. You can see now I'm changing it, but now watch when I let go of the fader. Now you can see it's just overwriting and erasing everything. So to me, the latch mode is kind of like saying, I don't like the recording that I made and I want to completely overwrite it. And touch mode says, I like some of the the automation, but not all of it, and I only want to overwrite the portions that I actually modify. And so whatever's appropriate for your editing, that's the mode you'll want to choose. So now I'm just going to go back and I'm going to set the automation the way I want it, the way I think it should be for this. So in this one, I don't want the drums to come in until the fourth bar, and I don't want them to start fading in until the third bar. So by putting these notes here, I can adjust this. Now I've made this track silent until it gets to the third bar, and now it's going to fade in as it reaches the fourth bar. On my guitar track, I want the guitar to come in quickly, so I'm going to do something similar, but I'm going to put the notes directly under each other. So now it's going to be silent all the way until it gets to the fifth bar, and then it's going to come in at full volume. So let's play that and see what it sounds like.